Hello, and welcome to a special edition of She Said.
The Walking Dead.
Intense season.
Yes.
Loving it so far.
Mm-hmm.
Have a bit of a discussion on the show's popularity.
Themes that have come up, where we think the show is going.
Yeah, predictions. Also, a discussion about possible spin-off, which very much looks like it's happening.
Yes.
Which typically I'm usually not a fan of. But we'll get to that in a little bit later, but I think it might actually be successful.
Yeah. Briefly, we talked last week about the ratings for Walking Dead this season, which have been astronomical. Like we said, that it beat out Sunday Night Football, which almost never happens for any show.
Last season, it takes some stamina to stay with the storyline up until the very end. They made the very end, the last episode, very intense.
Well, yeah, you remember that last line?
They were messing with the wrong people. Carry that, action-packed momentum of what they gave you with the last episode from the previous season. First episode, intense. I have to say, right off the bat, Walking Dead, you are making a strong argument for becoming a vegetarian. That first scene, I feel like, just exemplified the idea of how non-emotional people can get.
Not only that, it was very disturbing.
My stomach was turning in that first scene. Turning.
Yeah.
I mean, the cinematography that is used in the show is very effective. So much emotion in each of those characters' eyes. I honestly thought, oh my goodness, Tanya's prediction is coming true. This is how Glenn's gonna die. This is it. No, it can't be true. Can't be true. It can't be
It's
true.
like a shock to the system for the audience. We had been desensitized, I think, by the show by seeing zombies get killed on a regular basis. We have never really witnessed humans killing other humans in such a brutal way. It was like it was everyday business.
Yes.
Well, it's 5 o'clock. We had to go slit someone's throat.
Like that character says, who plays an awful annoying person, the one in the cabin with Tyrese.
Nice.
I hope he's not as annoying in real life. It up that he is an excellent actor. That chomping that gum.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Slapping that gum just was driving me nuts. Those people have gotten to a point where there is no humanity. And how badass was Rick with his little speech to him? First, with this whole Terminus thing, when Gareth survived, I'm like, tell me this is another governor. Tell me this is going to be 4 to 5 episodes of waiting to get rid of this guy.
I think people were thinking, Rick's not going to kill him now because he still has more to do. And then he did.
And then he did. Because he already made him a promise. And Rick doesn't break promises.
It's
That's
the one
what I'm going to use to kill you. There is always a conflict of choice in this show.
It's a moral dilemma for all the characters.
What actions are acceptable or justified?
How far are you willing to take it to survive? We saw it with the Terminus people. They initially were opening up their doors to people, letting them in, and making it a safe haven, and they got burned.
Join us or feed us. I mean, is there a more disgusting line than that?
Which, I mean, how would that conversation go with somebody?
I think it went like this. Hey, did you like that steak that we just fed you? Did you think it was yummy? Because that was a person. Are you going to be okay with eating it again? All right, you're with us. If you just puked in the corner, then you're going to be dessert.
You're going to be barbecue. Barbecue. How disgusting was it that they were eating Bob's own leg in front of him?
Right in front of him.
In front of him.
When Gareth says, do you know what it's like to be hungry? And I love that look that Rick gives to him.
Because he's like,
we've been eating sticks and leaves.
Yes.
Group that The Walking Dead is giving us the perspective on, which is Rick and all these guys, is that there is some part of them that is still holding true to the fact that there are people worth fighting for. And they're still willing to take in new people.
And I like just to bring this up. A while back, we were doing predictions of who was going to die. It was cut out. Bob was my number 1 pick.
For the record, it was.
Just
Not that is too big of a surprise. Someone in the main group had to die for the drama of it. And
yes,
I think any other character would have been too hard. It would have just been too much of a void if it was any of the other characters.
Well, you notice the group is pretty big now. so more people are going to die. I think, personally, that Rick was ridiculous to let them leave. With the
van?
Bus.
With a bus. That was intense. Abraham was fired up. And I thought that acting was outstanding.
He's awesome. I like him.
Awesome.
Michael Cutlass is amazing. Acting. He's a great actor. And I think he was ready to take Rick out.
Oh, you could tell by, his nostrils were flaring.
Daryl and Carol ran off, and Rick's like, I'm not leaving them until I know what's going on. And Abraham's like, no, we're leaving. Because you have to remember, he knows nothing about Carol and Daryl. They're not his friends. He doesn't know. He's not attached to them. He has one goal. Yeah.
He has a mission, and he will do whatever it takes to stay on that mission.
Exactly. So he feels like staying there one day longer is just one more day that they're not getting to DC. So speaking of Carol and Daryl, we have Norman Reedus!
We'll play with my emotions.
So it appeared that Carol was going to leave them. That she was going to get in that car and drive off, and Daryl showed up and said, what are you doing? And she said, I don't know.
Carol has had some awesome lines. Like, Tyrese, you can live in this fantasy world, but how do you think I'm going to do this? Mm-hmm. I'm going to kill some people.
So we don't really know what happened. We know they went to follow that car, but we don't know where they went, how long they were going to be there, or whatever. And then at the end of episode 3, Michonne is doing a little perimeter. Daryl walks out of the woods, and he says to somebody, come on out.
Come on out.
Black.
Now, see, Tanya and I have been having this debate. I feel like he said that with a tone of, show yourself, kind of, punishment? Don't be a coward. I felt like he was referring to that person, or face the music.
Somebody was hiding because they didn't know if it was safe. So they've been gone for 3 days. They don't know what's happened in the church. They have So I don't know if that's apprehension or not. My feeling is Morgan. Because we know Morgan's out there somewhere. We know that Morgan was following those signs, those markings that were in the trees, which the Terminus people made.
Now, my take on it being Morgan is that I think that Daryl could have apprehension is because they don't know each other. They've never met each other.
Right.
So, but I think it might have come out somehow that they figured out that they both know Rick.
Because from what I understand, this season so far, the way that things have kind of unfolded are very close to some of the things that happen in the comic book. Stay dead, man. That should have been was that the name of the episode? It should have been the name of the episode. Tainted Beat.
The threat now is not the zombies. Zombies are predictable.
Right.
People are not predictable. Do you think Carol is alive?
Yes. Carol is the perfect example of somebody who is probably going to survive a long time. Because she can be brutal when she has to be. And Carol probably said to Daryl, listen, I thought I could be with this group, but I can't. I've been on my own.
Really?
Yes. She was going to leave.
I know, but I think Carol is somehow still back with Beth. And Daryl has come to get reinforcements, break Beth out of this.
It's going to be this half of the season, it'll be next season, and we're going to see, because I don't think they're going to meet up with Beth again until the end of the season. And then she's going to die. One prediction, there you go. This is Beth's last season. That's my prediction. But before we end this, we wanted to bring up something about the spinoff.
Yes.
Seems like, and I thought it was a joke. I really did. I thought it was like an internet joke that people would just, it's going to be a Walking Dead spinoff. And,
that internet. You're so hilarious.
Because when you
with your false stories and your unfounded
By the way,
claims.
It's Will Smith. I thought it was an internet rumor because when you first think about a Walking Dead spinoff, you're like, really? In this case, it's true. Seems like what they're going to be doing is either at the end of the first half of this season, or sometime in the next half of the season, they're going to introduce some new characters to The Walking Dead. And those characters will then spin off into their own series. And it's basically going to be just like Walking Dead. It's going to be a group of people surviving this apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse.
And this is not helping the argument that you're not a crazy cat lady.
I'm not a crazy cat lady.
When you have cats just crawling all around you, it makes people.
If there were 3,
feel like a crazy cat lady.
There were 3 cats.
We fight to the fence. Love it. So many good lines. So many good lines.
And she knows them by heart because she watches every episode 6 times.
I do. It's so good.
Every time she watches, she's like, I like it. I still like it.
I like that.
I like it again.
And I like that too.